Hey, ho, ho, ha, ha. All right, everybody. Now, I haven't done a video for a while. I haven't had a lot to do, to be honest. So I've been doing little jobs here and there, and they're not enough to make a video on their own. The sort of jobs where I've done them before, I've shown them in other videos. But a company has been in touch with me, and they are sending me something out in the post to review, so that's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. That'll be quite exciting. Well, it will be for me. I don't know if it'll be exciting for you, but just stay tuned for that. That's coming in the next few weeks, maybe. It all depends how long it takes to get to me. But I have been doing a few things, doing a few jobs here and there, a lot of tinkering. Like the other day, I took a rear motorcycle tyre off the rim using small tyre levers. It's quite difficult with tyre levers, I gotta be honest. And to actually, you've got to break the bead first of all. And I haven't got a bead breaker, so I've got to do it sort of manual labour type way, where I get a long bar and I got a piece of wood and I push down on the bar. I put loads of soap and stuff around it, around the tyre, and I start going around pushing the bar down until the watery soap sort of seeps in to where the bead is laying, and you keep going and eventually it does pop. But you're pretty tired after you finish doing that, because you're just pushing down with all your weight to try and get that bead to break. So I broke the bead and used the tyre levers. Like I said, it is with a machine, it's easy to take a tyre off, but when you're out in the sun and you're trying to do it with little levers, it can be a little bit tiresome. I wouldn't want to do that all day, but anyway, I managed to take that tyre off. Then the next job was I have bought a motorcycle frame for £15 off eBay. It's a 2016 reg, and I bought the frame for £16, and I thought, oh, shall I buy it? And I'm gonna make a 125 petrol powered motorcycle just from this frame. I'm gonna try and build it up from eBay parts. I know it's the wrong way to do it, but it's just a laugh, a hobby to keep me going. So I did buy a triple tree, the bottom yoke, and I'm refurbishing that. I'm going to have it powder coated, and I've had the frame powder coated as well. But I'm going to have the lower yoke powder coated. So you've got to get off the lower steering bearing. You've got to get that off, but it's pressed on. So out with the grinder and the Dremel. Well, I've had to grind away, first of all, to get the casing and the bearings off, and then you move on to actually I can't remember what the thing's called. The bearings sit on some sort of sleeve. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's quite thick and it's on there tight. So you've got my method. If you go on YouTube, you see lots of people trying to get these bearings off lower yokes, but they're banging them, hitting them with chisels, smacking them, burning them, chucking them in the air. They're doing all sorts of things. But my method is a little bit more methodical and thought out. And I use the Dremel, and I cut through the inner race. Inner race, that's what it's called. So I cut through the inner race until it's almost cut through. If you cut all the way through, you'll end up damaging the stem on the yoke. But so you cut through about, I'd say, 3/4 of the way through, and then once it's 3/4 of the way through, you put it on some wood or blocks or whatever, and you get a chisel and you just give it a tap, right? And that race, because it's almost cut all the way through, will split. It'll only look like a tiny hairline crack, but that's enough then. Once you've given a little tap with a chisel, hairline crack, and then that race will just lift off. So there's a few other things I've been doing. Let me just think now. I've been also building, looks like a bit of I can't explain it. I'll put a picture in by here right now, right, okay? And that's just going to be a cover with a tarpaulin on, because I want to spray the wheels up and spray the tank and everything. So that's a little project I've been doing as well, just building a little wooden frame. I was going to buy one of them cheap sort of little pop-up pergola things or whatever they're called, or tent things, but if you look at the reviews, people put them together, they fall apart, they blow away, so I didn't bother doing that. So I built a wooden one. So that's another thing I've been doing. My brother's got a few projects on the go. He got a Honda 400 CB Super Dreamy thing, and he's also bought a Yamaha TDM 850, and I've been giving him a little bit of a hand with that, and that's quite a nice project of what he's doing. And there's been a few other things I've been doing as well. So the other things I've been up to are this, I don't know if you can see by here, the camera's pointing up a bit high, but by here is the Yamaha FZS 600 that I was going to turn into an electric motorbike. But unfortunately, after going through all the prices of, like for instance, the battery would cost about £1,000, the motor's about £600 or £700, then there's a controller which is about £300, then there's all the fabrication and the welding, and I haven't got a welder, I can't fabricate, so we're going into the thousands and thousands of pounds by here, and so I came to the conclusion that it's not viable really. It's going to be too expensive and too much of a potch. So I've been selling bits on eBay, the wheels, the forks, the spring, the suspension. Oh, talking about the spring, I sent this to the wrong house. So I've got to try and get that back off the post office because I went and sent it to 5 houses up instead of the right address. So anyway, the e-bike is by here, and that's on charge because I'm in a minute I'm gonna jump on the e-bike and go for a ride up the mountain. So that's what I'm gonna do in a minute. The shed needs a bit of a clean up. I've got bits for this motorbike here. I've got bits for the new motorbike I'm building. So like for instance here, look, I got an headlight in here, look. That was from the old motorbike, which I might put on the new motorbike. I don't know yet anyway. But so I got bits everywhere. Shed needs a bit of a tidy up. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm sort of in between doing little jobs here and here, like I said earlier on. But like I said, there should be something coming in the post in the next few weeks, hopefully. And so I'll be able to test it and show you lot what it's like. So anyway, this was just a sort of a quick catch-up video because I haven't been doing a lot. I haven't been posting up many videos in the last few weeks, and that's about it really. So if you like this video, remember to give it a like. Go on, give it a like, and subscribe. Click the old dinky bell, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hoo-hoo!